Enjoy. Jamani ujavero, sicho? Tuvero wabwe.
Hola. Kama yangu, sema nalua. Nalua na yangu sio. Sawa. Kama hola.
Yo get Hello and welcome to the... Hello and welcome to the first semi-final of the day in these FEASSA Games 2024, where we do have St. Mary's SS Kitende up against Kenya's Musingu High School. It's going to be a roller coaster of a game, and you can see that it's already drizzles here, showering early showers in this one before it even kicks off, so you expect more. And of course, many of you will be wondering about the choice of the venue. This has been preferred just to get these two teams onto neutral ground. So you expect a lot more than just a friendly fight. It's going to be something that will get, I'm sure, many people on the edges of their seat, given the records of these two teams, especially in these FEASSA games, and also even before coming here. St. Mary's Kitende, the winners of the previous FEASSA games in Rwanda, do show face up against Kenya's runners-up in the Nationals. That is Musingu, who have been quite a revelation when it comes to these FEASSA games. But, of course, our expectations will continue to simmer on as the showers here in Mbale City continue to bless the day as we wait for the referee. You could see that the rain is already becoming a problem, but that won't matter so much for these young, gallant gentlemen who are coming here. Of course, Mukono Yasin, a referee from Tanzania, will be deputized by Kasila Joffre, also from Tanzania, not forgetting Thione Tizeimana from Rwanda, and Fatuma Nandaula from Uganda as the officials who will be giving us a go-ahead in regard to kickstart here. Well, you can see that St. Mary's Kitende do have a change. Kola Arafat steps in the picture, replacing Olimi Nyara, who drops to the bench from the game they played in the quarterfinals. But Malay Daniel will continue to ensure that this St. Mary's side is looking eager to take this one forward. But of course, Minamo Brendan, the coach of Musingu High School, also has chosen to try and maintain the starting lineup that has been tormenting almost everyone. Of course, you can see that much focus will be on the likes of Okoth Palestine. And of course, you can see that Karamoja also drops back into this one. So you expect a high game or high intensity game as we just wait for his instructions in regard to kick-starting here. Just in case you're wondering about the venue, we are in Mbale, where this game, the first semi-finals of the FEASSA Games 2024, is currently just a few minutes from kickstart, and we're just waiting for that gentleman in green to give us a signal and get on with the action with the two teams that have been playing strong in this FEASSA edition of the 2024, as we are now into the semi-finals, and Musingu slowly by slowly gets us up in the skies with that long ball straight to the goalkeeper. I'm not sure I understand the intention, but that's how he gets started. And what a unique way of kick-starting the game off here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. You have to make sure that you get a seat closer, because this will be quite skyrocketing in the skies as time goes by. Lusimbi there trying to boss the ball, but it's going to be a throw into Musingu High School. St. Mary's, I must say that the two teams come here with two different footballing traditions. St. Mary's tend to play a highly cautious and reserved game, while Musingu are not afraid of opening up. And so you expect a couple of tactics to be employed in this one. But that's a strong challenge spotted by the referee. And, it's quite a hard one. Harrison Amalemba clipping a little bit on his colleague the other side, but long ball up. St. Mary's not much of a team that controls possession up against a team that knows how to control possession. And Walusimbi on the ball, trying to scan around for a free red shot to pass it to. Still St. Mary's in charge. Ali Daniel has been talking about how his team is eager to get this one under their belts. A bit of hesitation there. Arafat and Kola trying to, could have pounced on it, but just had some hesitation and not really trying to go for Arnold Shivac. Score. Amaleba taking too long to make the decision. Ball taken away. St. Mary's starting to gain confidence as they pass that ball around. And a long one. Header on, but red shot starting off with power 2 minutes into the game. Musingu, quite a shadow in these first 2 minutes. I'm sure they're also trying to understand their opponents. That's why maybe they're not seeing much of the ball. Amaleba throws that one back. And hopes to find a target, but just gets it outside. A quick throw into St. Mary's. Long one. Well, St. Mary's are known for getting lucky punches, and maybe that's one or two things that Musingu has to be aware of, because St. Mary's are not that team that will build up and do a lot of thinking on the ball. They straight away try to use their individual brilliance and manage to find a way through. So caution has to be taken for the Musingu side, and St. Mary's, of course, also have to take a word of caution. Musingu are a team that is known for its good passing ranges. They know how to coordinate, especially in terms of building up play and finding each other with a little more ease. Both teams opened up campaigns with different results, these FEASSA campaigns. And St. Mary's started with a 2-0 win against Kenya's Highway Secondary School, while Musingu had to grind out a late 2-2 draw against Amos College at the Amos AstroTurf Stadium. Of course, St. Mary's did pick up a draw in their next game when they did play up against Bukedia Comprehensive School. It was quite a tight, cagey game, that one. And, that game ending 0-0. Musingu come closer and failing to take a touch. That is Ian Sifuna. Was hoping to run on the blind side of the St. Mary's defenders, but had some bit of late coming there when he was trying to make that approach. Another good long ball up. Can't really find proper targets. Not touch enough, but St. Mary's managed to get back on it, and they do have deployments. Musingu reacting quickly to ensure that they clear that one off the line. Still St. Mary's trying to drill through. Lovely there, hold up, and could have done better, the young man, but just sent that ball into the good hands of the Musingu goalkeeper. Now, of course, Musingu did manage to pick up against, yes, Romero. Musingu in the box, down. Referee just looking the other way. Maybe we just have to see that in playback time, but a couple of questions, of course, from the Kenyan camp on the legitimacy of that, but some things you can only benefit when you have playback. Labour trying to force his way through, but the Tanzanian referee there just making sure that everything is in proper order. St. Mary's. It's a good powerful strike there, but just went into the clouds. Good energy on the ball. Well, I was talking about the performances of these two teams in the group stages of the FEASSA games. GS Ape Rugunga, which played against Musingu, that is in their second game. Musingu managed to get 2 goals past the Rwandan side. And of course, St. Mary's SS Kitende did manage to put 4 past Benjamin Kappa. And Musingu also did the same when they did play against Tanzania's Kalangalala. So you understand that in terms of balance of power, these two teams are very close. Each one with a draw, each one with 2 wins, each one with a high-scoring game of 4. 7 minutes into it, still drizzling here at the Mbale Stadium. And Musingu had a penalty shout, but we will just have to benefit from some little playback there and make a proper call as to whether it should have been given or not. But discussions continue both on the touchlines and in the stands. Referee giving Kenya another opportunity to restart. They are taking their times, the Ugandans. And slowly by slowly they will start to understand that this is where business has to be quickened up a little. But Kisa Simon getting that ball up and running, though intercepted as Musingu now. Hoping to improve on their distribution as per this game, but St. Mary's look to be a lot more active, and more defending has to be done. As you can see that Shirutwa Benson was very handy in trying to get that one outside. It's going to be a throw into St. Mary's SS Kitende. Well, they're not worried about the drizzles. Good ball inside, header on, but too much power again. Another player on the ground, but not too much fuss about that one. It wasn't anywhere close to having contentions in what we saw earlier. Nonetheless, it was the Ugandan there who was trying to advantage from an in-stringer, and the Kenyan was trying to head it away. So the two players surely not having gotten involved into play. There is no harm done there. There is singing in the stands nonetheless, though the fans are not properly identified, so I'm not sure to whom the songs of morale are headed. But all I know is that St. Mary's are starting to knock on that Kenyan door of Musingu High School. Lovely retrieve there. Captain comes in the mix, and this is where Okoth Palestine now gets dangerous. Quick on the feed, gets the ball in. Goalkeeper there quickly up, reacting. And Mugera Stephen almost falling prey to that Kenyan build-up. And Palestine Okoth, very deadly, and you could see that all he had to do is just place that ball there. Was hoping to get that gentleman in shirt number 8, Mukaramoja Kevin, who maybe quickly or lately reacted to that in-stringer from Palestine Okoth, and they build up again. This is where now they get really dangerous, and Amaleba. Well, this is starting to get interesting, and well, I did tell you that the Musingu High School is very good when it comes to building from the back, from the center, and also knocking on that door. They are very sharp when it comes to their play in front. They have that rare team coordination. St. Mary's Kitende sometimes tend to build their play on individual brilliance. So they have to also ensure that they utilize the abilities up there, top draws. Good interception. Walusimbi there, making sure that it is St. Mary's in charge. Long one up front, looking for Red, headed away, but still Red continues to hold on to that ball tightly. Arafat. Good hold up there from Arafat, but the squared ball doesn't really get to where he wanted, so it's back into the hands of the Kenyans. And Palestine Okoth released here on the flanks. What will he do here? Quite a handful of skills there, Palestine, but not any access will be granted this time round. Long ball in, and that goalkeeper there punches it away. And you really think that if Kevin Karamoja would have just held his nerve in that area, maybe he could have given the Kenyan or the Ugandan goalkeeper something to think about. St. Mary's now come in front. That squared ball again from Kigoye Ronald not getting to where they really wanted to go. So you could see the Kenyan head coach, or the Musingu head coach, Minamo Brendan, already up backing instructions, trying to point fingers to where he wants the ball to operate from. And, there's complaints about the ball there from Kigoye Ronald. Very many of them have been availed, so we're not fuss about the balls, but we continue to excite. We continue to get excited about the displays that have happened in these FEASSA games. Well, in terms of success, the two countries, Kenya and Uganda, have been running shoulder to shoulder. Well, of course, Kenya managed to dominate the athletics, and Uganda swept away medals in the swimming. This football that is yet to give us clarity on who is dominant. But as far as things are looking, of course, you do have one Kenyan side there, Musingu, and this time round playing against Uganda's St. Mary's Kitende. While in the other fixture of the semi-finals, you will have Bukeria Comprehensive and Amos College School. Kenya's Musingu High School. Handball there. Referee calls it quickly. A good reception there from Shirutra Benson, who loses possession and passes it over to the St. Mary's side. It is St. Mary's Kitende nil, Musingu High School nil at the moment, with 15 minutes into it. And, good hold up there from Kisiriko Dennis. As Musingu get back on the ball. There was a bit of a foul there, but referee allowed advantage to commence. Kenya's Musingu approach, but the whistle had already gone off. This is where they really get dangerous. You could see these exchanges of passes as they make progress into enemy territory. A lovely, perfect display. Amaleba had already opened up on the first side. And, the leg touch there, granting the Ugandans a free kick after was interpreted to be an offside call. St. Mary's starting to drop a little in terms of momentum, but they will keep on knocking on that door. Ronald Kigoye into the area. Walusimbi, good control, but can't, failing to find his colleague who had offered himself to receive that ball, and it just goes outside for a throw in. As Musingu get back on the ball, hoofed up front into the area. Can't find a wide shot. Polystyrene, of course, with a lazy touch this time round. And an offside call had already gone. As soon as this old gentleman had gotten onto that ball, giving Musingu some sigh of relief. You could see that Minamo Brendan being Kojo Oda is trying to get some things ironed up. The Kenyan or the Musingu head coach in that jersey number 19 on the touchline. Now St. Mary's approach. It will be a corner, the first one of the game, and it will go to St. Mary's SS Kitende. Well, we do have a player on the ground as the medical team quickly steps up to examine the victim in question. That is Anan Orumo, who's currently down. Technical discussions will also have to sneak in here as action has been paused a little bit, but 18 minutes so far played. And St. Mary's SS Kitende now, Musingu High School from Kenya now. Well, of course, the two semi-finals being played here at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Just for neutrality's sake. And but they're stretching to put some fingers on that ball, but it was not anywhere close to where it could have gotten any, could have caused him trouble. And Iga Steven was hoping to get a good shot off his laces to try and test Arnold Shivachi. It was a good shooting there from Iga Steven. Just lifted that ball nicely and was hoping to catch it better off his laces. Walusimbi, good show of strength and holding off well the Musingu gentleman, that is Irad Mushindi. But still, you can see that St. Mary's now starting to enjoy and have life into this one. That little flip of the ball just gave the plot away. But you could see the intentions. This little flip just gave it away. And maybe they say that too many cooks tend to spoil the broth. And this broth was spoiled by one cook. And thereby St. Mary's Kitende missing out on another chance to try and shoot from such a close range. But, Ian Sifuna with a quick throw in. Well, the Mbale Municipal Stadium slowly starting to get a little louder, and louder it gets. I'm not sure to whose advantage, but if many of you have thoughts of thinking that it is St. Mary's Kitende who are dominating in terms of home support, you have to think twice, because Mbale is a border district between Kenya and Uganda. So, actually, according to my research, in Kenya they also have Mbale district, and of course the two sharing the famous Mount Elgon. So some geography for you there, as St. Mary's continue to such and such, but there are such engines not operating at optimal level, but you can love the strength at which they continue to power forward. Quickly intercepted by Palestine Okoth. I must tell you that by the time you see Palestine Okoth operating from deep into defense, then you know that it's gotten a little tough, because he's normally known to fly down that flank, normally known to causing problems to opposition defenses. That gentleman in shot number 16. And now another giveaway from Obai Musingu, as St. Mary's quickly reacting, deploying enough, and taking the game to Musingu, only 22 minutes so far played. And these are the FEASSA Games 2024 still ongoing. And they will have to spill over into the... of course, they've already spilled over into the second week of action. But you do have the coverage, courtesy of FUFA TV, being able to broadcast an international event like this one. The whole or the entire East Africa has been glued on their screens, and the rest of Africa, or patches of Africa too, maybe trying to borrow a leaf. But we've definitely heard many people from all over Africa benchmarking these FEASSA Games. Of course, the rest of the world can benchmark from their homes or from the comfort of their homes, because FUFA TV is getting these games live. Well, some famous faces being in disguise a little. And of course, they have a game here that is about to come on anytime. That is Ukedia Comprehensive and Amosi College. Musingu continue to pass that ball about. Good ball into the flanks. Amaleba, this is where he gets dangerous. Very strong legs and very strong body there. And a powerful shot. Remember, he scored 2 goals already in this FEASSA competition. That is the 2 goals scored against Kalangalala. Lovely outside the board, trying to look for Palestine. Palestine is not given room to breathe. The Kenyan think tank, that is Kenyan Palestine Akoth. But a bit of a haggle here for the ball. And Valentine Salambo, who also scored a very beautiful goal against Kalangalala. The Kenyans have been rather very frantic in this FEASSA Games. This single a little ahead of the national champions, that is Highway School, who already have of course bowed out of the competitions. There you can see the songs in the stands, Kenyan flags. I told you that the 2 countries share a similar border, or share a border in Mbale district. Certainly tilted a little into Uganda's favor in terms of geographical positioning, but Mbale, there's Mbale in Kenya and Mbale in Uganda, so it's a bit a matter of crisscrossing. But team doctors here trying to extend some medical attention to the gentleman who almost could have scored. That is Iga Steven, one of those who's rather given the best chance for the St. Mary's side. Will continue to convalesce from the sidelines. 25 minutes, now 26. Of course, it has to be 40 minutes in these FEASSA Games. And Suruta continues to power the Musingu side forward. Suruta asking for it. Isalambo now dropping into the left-hand side. He will not be afraid of opening fire. Lovely ball in. Musingu could have a chance here. Dodges the goalkeeper and rams it into the back of the net. And already the flag had already gone up. Oh, to the dismay of the Kenyans. Oh, that would have been a beautiful goal if Kevin Mokaramoja had managed to pull this one off. But just taking second looks here. And Amaleba there did enough. Surely the legitimacy of this goal has to be questioned, because for a moment you thought that Karamoja had gotten onto that ball. He peeled away lately. Surely this has to be a goal. That is how it comes off, and the flag goes up. Of course, maybe more technical people have to give more insight into this one, but pictures frozen for you there. Amaleba still trying to ensure that they power forward. And Musingu again with another lift off, but it hits the crossbar. St. Mary's on the back foot. Musingu High School from Kenya, not afraid to open fire here. And they continue to ask those necessary questions. Very unlucky here. Maybe overtly lifted, but you could see that Palestine Okoth. Oh, what I missed this one is. And of course, in terms of support, Musingu getting a good share of that, and morale, I'm sure, is starting to grow and grow by every inch of this game. St. Mary's now. It's their turn to ask those questions, exchanging those passes. Long one in front, and the ball fumbles around. The goalkeeper reacting quickly, though the referee's whistle had already gone off. And this is where St. Mary's sometimes tend to get dangerous. They played it inside, but not being ready a lot. Amaleba. Well, you like the decision of coach Minamu Brendan, and more of the St. Mary's piercing runs continue there. As you could see, Mutebi Hakim was trying to leave everyone for dead as he was gunning for that Musingu High School goal. Olusimbi, lazy touch, but it manages to get to his intended, though the Kenyan there reacting quickly. That is Shiruta Benson. Well, a push just in the 18-yard box. You can hear the Ugandans getting vocal about that. And of course, the referee allows play to continue. And maybe it comes off the back foot of a 50-50 challenge. Good reception. Lovely exchange. Now St. Mary's. Walesimbi. Good ball in the flanks. Passes continue from St. Mary's. Can they get there? Arafat and Kola with the touch, but doesn't really find another red shot with ease. And Karamoja trying to challenge. Palestine, of course, slowly dropping off a little on the first side. Amaleba twisting and turning. He does have company from the opposite side, but Shiruta Benson doing enough to retain possession, but we give it away again with ease. Quick powering that one forward, just lost the plot there, the Kenyans. Even this time round, they now have to. This gentleman now skipping each and every huddle he finds on the way, but another good ball delivered, but headed away. It's going to be a long afternoon as St. Mary's Kitende now step up. Performance very unlikely of them, and we love the fact that they continue to commit men forward. And St. Mary's Kitende asking all the necessary questions. And, they're starting now to look like a team that is defending its title. And a good ball inside again. Goalkeeper there on second reflexes. That is Arnold Shivachi. Manages to keep it down for the Scorpions. Good ball played in. This could be trouble, and Amaleba was in acres of spaces away from the St. Mary's backline. But that is good thinking from Harrison Amaleba. He did create some good gap there and caused some of the necessary troubles for the Ugandans. But Palestine, of course, can't really get a proper touch. Very unlikely from Palestine. Lovely pass there from outside his boat, but was hoping to find either Kevin Mukaramoja and Harrison Amalemba, but maybe just had a little too much on that one and really get to his intended, but he's one of those players you really admire playing on either sides of the flanks. Player on the ground. Referee says it's going to be a free kick to St. Mary's Kitende, and they do get back on the ball. Losing out possession where necessary, but player goes to the ground, and Irad Mushidi there being the victim of the moment. Well, I must say that wasn't that hard from Farouk Tumwesije. Well, I must say that Farouk Tumwesije has been quite a handful for the Kenyan defense. Very skillful player. Tumwesije knows how to operate on those flanks, and Wale CMB, this is his trademark strike, but it just goes over. He's one of those players in the Vipers youth system. Was quite a handful for defenders in the junior league there, or the FUFA Junior League, just in case you want more clarity. More cannons continue to come from the St. Mary's defense and midfield, but yet to find a breakthrough. It's Musingu who have rather gotten something, and well, something for this Arnold Shivachi to walk about. Well, didn't have to do much in terms of putting hands onto it, because the crossbar just came to his salvation, and this was a powerful strike. Very good to see that there is more trouble being caused onto this Musingu side. Wonderful strike, and just went over again. Caller Arafat making sure that he quickly gets a good ball back. Just sportsmanship, and nonetheless they're just waiting for this man to kick us back into action. Or just survived by a whisker there. Amalemba scanning around and failing to get away. Hoped to get a decision from the referee, who looked away. Maybe the Ugandan got on the ball first, if you looked closely about that challenge, as he was trying to receive that ball, but Amalemba still back down on the ground. Referee will surely have to pause action to allow the Musingu winger get treatment. Amalemba there was hoping to get away with ease, but it was a challenge just when he was contemplating the idea. You can see how that ball was stripped off his feet. But so far so good from the Kenyan youngster. He's been one of those who opened up the opportunity box for the Kenyans. Chanced on a couple of tries there as he was trying to get a goal. Well, action taking a little too long to get restarted. Nonetheless, the referee gives us a go-ahead. Long baller trying to look for Farouk Tumwesije, and him and Palestine Okoth now operating from the same flank. Two very clever players. And of course you can see that Palestine is dropping a little deeper to help out in defense. Ball in charge of St. Mary's. Crossed a little too high for Arafat and Kola. Now he has to do some chasing. But, the chase hasn't yielded fruit. So it will be the Musingu side to get back on the ball. Valentine Salambo. Okoth heading it back into enemy hands. St. Mary's happy to welcome that with open arms. And Olusimbi with a touch. Dugoye run out, still holding on tight, trying to get a decent one in, but not good reaction in that 18-yard box from the gentleman in red. So they are forced to go and think about that again from their own defense. Long one in. Everyone clamoring to get a touch, but it will be this man, Arafat. Good ball in, header on, not directly to where he wants it to go. Good crosses being delivered there from St. Mary's. You do love the fact that they have chosen to, this time around, give us a cocktail of different opportunities or different styles of play. Sometimes they hold on to that ball, sometimes they try to cross it over from the wings, and sometimes you could see that they're trying to shoot from distance. Unlike that game against Rokedia Comprehensive, where they were 2 kg. Olusimbi, good hold up as they continue to rail forward. St. Mary's Kitende can't really keep possession, can be detrimental, especially when you're trying to play against an opponent like Musingu. Maybe they should inquire from Amosi College, who had to suffer a late draw from Musingu, who grew confident and built back play in the game. Snatch a late equalizer of 2-2 in that opening fixture they had. Well, they did make quite an announcement in the FEASSA Games 2024 as they shook the foundations of football in the country. St. Mary's holding on tight to this one. This is where they get dangerous. Couple of players in there, maybe trying to get a shot on the turn, and quickly cleared away. It's going to be a throw in to St. Mary's again, as we're looking at only 2 minutes into break time. More balls still played in, more touches being made where it matters, twisting and turning. Good ball inside, and blocked away by White Shot, and again another try, and being very unlucky. Olusimbi gets dangerous sometimes when operating from just outside the 18. Why he didn't get that target on is a question that he himself can answer. But it was a good setup here as the St. Mary's midfielder just hoofed that one inches away. We're looking at the very last minutes. It's actually the very last seconds of this first half. Just to remind you that these FEASSA games have been playing 40 minutes apiece. And, referee says it's time to take a break, but what an interesting ending to the first semi-finals of these FEASSA Games 2024, where St. Mary's Kitende 0 and Musingu High School, not too many chances created, couple of them, but not many put away. Of course, Musingu will have to bait themselves harder. They got their goal cancelled, which will be subject to more scrutiny by the technical people. But at the moment, it's St. Mary's Kitende 0, Musingu High School 0. Half-time it is. It's quite a hard one. Harrison Amalemba clipping a little bit on his colleague the other side, but long ball. As they pass that ball around.
Mari, flip ya German. Wanyago.
Welcome back to the second half, where we do have St. Mary's SS Kitende up against the Kenyan side, Musingu High School, all the way from Kenya. The scoreline still reading 0-0 in this very exciting fixture. Of course, we could see that Musingu choosing to make an early change, and will be Shindu Marvin who will be stepping on the pitch in replacement of Valentine Islambo. So more ideas already starting to beckon from Mwinamo Brendan. And what does Shindu Marvin have in store as he slowly trots his way on the pitch? A referee there holding the peace in regard to kick-starting this second half, just making sure that everything is in order. And St. Mary's, just a few seconds, but we'll be getting us underway to ensure that we continue with the action here in the FEASSA Games 2024, the 21st edition currently in Uganda. Of course, the two schools that have organized choosing to vote for neutral ground, given the sensitivity and, of course, the magnitude of the games. But handball already there being voiced. It's going to be a yellow card there, as the referee from Tanzania will, with a smiley face, give Mokisa Simon here the first yellow card of the game. As, of course, the Kenyans there being a little vocal about everything here, so you can understand the sensitivity of this one. I love the fact that the Kenyans have come here in full support, making use of their proximities, just a stone throw away from this district. It's a border district in Mbale, where we are currently watching the game. So you understand that crossing over to Uganda is not being a problem at all. As we just wait for Amalemba to kick this one up and get us restarted again. He almost got on the score sheet in his first half attempts, but a long one can be very deceptive. And you know that Musingu is not known for getting those ones up, but maybe it's a tactic they keep up their sleeves. They're very known for building up play from the back and midfield and passing that ball to each other, building on that telepathy. That is where they are very dangerous, but no signs of that so much in this one, with St. Mary's standing very strong. Well, St. Mary's themselves have gone for a mixture of things, and you can understand why. And of course, they are the defending champions of these FEASSA games, having lifted the gold back in Rwanda. Walusimbi. Good ball up front, but the Kenyans there blocking the view and not allowing it to penetrate through. Good reception there from Shindu Mavin, his first touches as he comes on the pitch. But, didn't really do enough to retain possession. Coach Daniel Malay also now up on his feet, trying to back instructions on to Mwesije, passing over that one to the flanks. And it will be St. Mary's who are slowly trying to get those balls inside. Just scooped a lot too much, but maybe it's understandable. By the time he thought of getting across in, he was having a wide shut breathing down his neck. That is Ian Sifuna, and that cross was made a little late. Didn't have proper lift and proper guidance where it could have caused damage. You love the fact that the Mbale Stadium stands are filled up a little with the fans both from Kenya and Uganda. Well, you do love the fact that the Kenyans in these entire FEASSA games, every time one of their teams is playing, they've been backing it up regardless of the discipline. St. Mary's, lovely interchanges, but not really sticking to it and allowing Musingu to recuperate. Lovely there from Mukaramoja. This one is played a little behind from Polisanokov to Amalemba, who quickly gets a cross in, which is quickly cleared away, but quickly they retrieve possession. Musingu, but lose that ball again. I don't want to say quickly, but easily. Lifted away by Ian Sifuna. Well, I know that we are in for a long tug of war. It's going to be hard for both teams to really make a statement. Well, quick one there to Mugira Steven, the St. Mary's goalkeeper. He's been fancied a lot more ahead of Ituta Yeven, maybe taking first choice a little too seriously, but player on the ground, and referee says it's going to be a free kick. So you could see a spit of indiscipline, but Kola Arafat here being in his rightful element was a shadow of himself in the game they played against Bukedia Comprehensive. But it's good to see him come back here with full strength and full colour. He's the one who's really putting this Musingu High School a lot more on the back foot. Of course, as we see discussions between these two players, but Walusimbi, shot number 8, is most likely to be the one who will be powering that one forward. Walusimbi looks closely, takes a good ball in. Not a hard one for Arnold Shivachi, the Musingu High School goalkeeper. You could see more fans continue to come in full gear in very large numbers. More support required. You love the fact that Mbale City is a footballing city because well, as early as 10 you already had fans coming to fill up the stadium here, already taking position. Well, it's a push there, spotted by the referee, and it's going to be a free kick to Musingu High School. It's actually St. Mary's, and a yellow card, the first one for this Musingu side. Well, just a bit of a change. Well, I must say, of all the teams that have participated in these FEASSA games. I'm sure it is only Musingu who do have a shirt sponsor. The others, nothing like that. Maybe it's a new development that the other teams have to look at quite closely. But Moses Atemba there going into the referee's yellow book, with St. Mary's there getting another free kick just a few meters away from the 18-yard box. Couple of yards away from goal. It's not very far away from shooting distance. Walusimbi, long one in, and well, goalkeeper there had to do some work. Well, both making a fall up to ensuring that that one is properly defended. And not a chance to, not anywhere to take chances. But it's going to be a corner too. This is where Walusimbi can't get dangerous. Goalkeeper had to make some stretches there to try and deflect that one outside. A lovely strength from Mutebi Hakim, though access hasn't been granted. And St. Mary's SS Kitende do get a free kick. Well, still within range, though it's going to need someone maybe with a little bit of bend on his foot. And as far as everything looks like, you could see that Mutebi Hakim and Iga Steven, both players capable of getting something in this one. Of course, they've been joined by more company. There's a smell of tension around Arnold Shivachi's goal. Tension still also taking center stage in the stands. You could see the fans who have identified themselves as Kenyan fans also having their hands just around their chest, just in case. St. Mary's Kitende, not the best of takes by Mutebi Hakim, but they will settle for a corner nonetheless. More fans continue to disembark their transportation means as they take positions in the stands. I did mention to you earlier that this is a footballing district, and you love the fleet on the far side there, both the borders and a bit of a touch there, just getting that ball deflected outside. Arnold Shivachi, the Musingu High School. And now this is where they get dangerous. Polestadukov will try to improvise something special. Not a chance to turn, it's actually a Malemba. Oh, should have been clever there. Maybe should have tried to improvise an overhead kick. Quite a very decent ball in. And he thought that he could have scored that one from the back of his head, though he was not face to face with the instep of goal. So no chance there for Musingu High School, but great opportunity availing itself. Shindu Marvin. The ball. Now work has to be done as good energy and good pace by Kisiriko Dennis. Can't carry that ball a lot more up. And the Kenyan contingent, Musingu, quickly there regrouping to engulf as Kisiriko Dennis was trying to bullet his way into the Kenyan final third, or Musingu final third, beg your pardon. Palestine, long ball, trying to look for the likes of Mukaramoja and Ambalemba, who will do damage. Almost deflected in. Well, now communication levels continue to dwindle in this, well, St. Mary's defense. You could see that it was 3 against 2 on the flanks. It was just only one player from the Musingu side, that is Shindu Mavin, who was just making a late arrival on the flanks. But a little touch there, allowing the Musingu High School to get a corner. Ball in, Amalemba punched away by the goalkeeper. Tumwesiji Farouk trying to get that one as far away as he possibly can, but a clash of heads a little bit. But now Tumwesiji on the ball, holds on tight to that one, but good defensive cover from the shot number 15. That is Moses Atemba. Good ball in. It's too much. It just goes over. You do have a feeling that Coach Daniel Malay is going to be vocal for the rest of this entire afternoon. Of course, we do have another big one coming on. After this, it will be Musi College and Bukelia Comprehensive. Well, they've created some sort of derby between themselves. Lovely from Polestein, of course, trying to look for Amalemba. But can he control that one and keep it in at the same time? That is only the simple task he had to execute, but failing on both regards and allowing St. Mary's back on the ball as they continue to also take the game to their Kenyan counterparts. More support, more voices, more chances have to be created to get this Mbale Stadium alight. We've really seen glimpses of that. Walusimbi, good distribution just to change wing tentatively as St. Mary's continue to hold on tight to that possession, and this is where triggers can be pulled, but you'll have the regrouping of the Musingu side. But nonetheless, St. Mary's still holding on tight to that possession. Amalemba dropping a little deep to help out, fetching that ball from defense. Oh, this is where Nkola Arafat should have tempted to pull the trigger, but thought he was going to leave that responsibility to Walusimbi, who also had to just get the clarity of possession, pulling that ball to Sevagala Ibra, and by the time they did make those many exchanges, possession already had been lost. Now St. Mary's, here they come again. Almost very sharp as a razor blade, but they're going to have to do more. Good ball in, looking for them white shots. But it's that yellow shot that continues to dominate that area. Mugera Steven. Long ball. St. Mary's continue to find each other with a lot more ease. Walusimbi forcing his way in that midfield, but ball hoofed away. Just will slide back to that man in yellow. Well, you do love the fact that St. Mary's SS Kitende are choosing to maintain the national colours in that black, yellow and red, and a few white patches. Having some solidarity as they continue to fight for a way through. Iga Tebi Hakim trying to slice through everyone, but you can hear that more instructions being passed over to Stephen Iga, who almost opened up there to receive that ball, but was Tebi Hakim still holding on tight to that one. One touch too many, allowing Musingu to get back in, or to get possession back. Arnold Shivachi to power us back in the air again. In terms of goals scored against the goalkeeper, Shivachi has conceded 2. And St. Mary's now, here they come, engaging a much heavier gear, but lifting that ball a little too much. Some good work has been done there in the final third, in the 18-yard box. And almost they're being very lucky. But of course they have to now make a change. And Olimi Nyara and Issa Bukembe, the 2 players coming on to ensure that they add more wisdom and strength onto whatever coach Daniel Malay is trying to contemplate. Headed into the skies, Olimi Nyara and Arafat Nkola. It's Arafat Nkola who actually comes off in favour of Olimi Nyara, while Issa Bukembe steps in the place of Walusimbi. Of course, there's now a change in that midfield. And, a little too much. And if you look closely, it's Mutebi Hakim now who is operating in that area where Walusimbi has been in operation. Ball up in the skies. Might be a corner here that we're looking at as the St. Mary's contingent trying to ensure that they prevent it from going outside. Ball tends to be a little quicker. Chance for a corner kick to Musingu High School. Amalemba getting ready to get a good cross in. Just on the edge. Should have done better there. Maybe gotten a bit of lift. But, it was met just as it came. Both 2 teams who started their campaigns with mixed reactions. And now a counter-attack ensues as St. Mary's failing to capitalize on the absence of the Musingu players in their defense. This is where coordination and teamwork and telepathy can be very important in trying to build something from nothing. Well, should have gone lucky there if they had managed to string up those very neaty passes. Musingu on the ball back again. Long one from Hostin Oroch. St. Mary's. Oh, just took a little touch there to just give it direction, but it's going to be a long night for this man. You can see he's trying to point fingers just to make sure that his colleagues are in order and properly placed. Sevagala Ibra. Well, St. Mary's still fighting to ensure that they dominate first, but now allowing Polystano Korth a touch as to whether he can and manages to win a throw-in. Polystano Korth, very clever player, Polystano is. Not afraid of asking any defense, any question, as Ian Sifuna gets ready to get that throw-in. I'm 100% optimistic that it will be in that 18-yard box. And quickly cleared away by the gentleman in red and black. Now they get a proper hold of the ball again, properly distributed across the pitch. but failing to again use that widespread net which they had attempted to go full throttle with up front. It's going to be a cross into that 18-yard box. St. Mary's Kitende wanting to get more balls to Kisiriko Dennis. Now, this is where Musingu can get tricky, but losing the plot. I'm not sure why, but they'd rather have been a shadow of themselves. Now the battle is shifted into midfield. Farouk Tumwesije trying to shoot, and that ball almost again fell onto his fellow colleague in red. Bit of a Amalemba getting a man in the process of trying to retrieve possession. That's why the free kick has been given. This is where it happened. Everyone says he touched the ball, but I don't see any harm there. But decision goes the opposite direction. You want to be a fly on the wall to hear what the referee is trying to communicate to the players standing in front of him, but I'm sure it has everything to do with words of caution, given the gestures that accompany the emphasis that the Tanzanian referee is trying to pass over. Well, long throw. Good improvisation of the scorpion kick just to keep it outside, but more danger continues to loom for this Musingu High School as St. Mary's continue to tank forward. So you could see the intentions as this man, Oli Minyara, was trying to bulldoze his way into the 18-yard box, holding the question mark a little above his head. And Tumwesije not applying a lot more of his skill sets, unlike the first half where he almost left everyone for dead on his way to asking those questions. Back on the skill sets again. And this is where St. Mary's can get a little tricky and interesting as they approach into the 18-yard box of Musingu. Not too much power and not too much precision on the ball, which I must say that what an inclusion this man Oli Minyara has been. You can see on the two recent occasions he's been the one who's causing havoc, but you must also credit Mutebi Hakim, who's now operating in that midfield. He's having that chameleon eye. Olimi